holy moly, boy, did I open Pandora's box and I didn't even realize it. When I posted my unboxing for the Ditto Form, I got a ton of questions. So I apologize that there were so many, because to me that means I didn't do a great enough job of explaining what this thing is all about. So I thought I would do just a bonus video for you guys this week so that I could explain this in a little bit more detail and answer some of those frequently asked questions that I got on this first video. So one of the big ones that I got was, can you put it on a stand? And the answer is yes. I actually have it on a stand now. It is not on my tabletop, and I want to show you how that works. So up inside, you can see right there, boy, this is quite a view. There is a pole on the inside of her, and you just simply take your stand. I have one here. This is an old one from kind of like a decorative type of dress form. So I wasn't using it practically for fitting. I was only using it for like decoration and like hang things from. So I had that. I got it for free from a friend. You can probably find them maybe at Goodwill or at estate sales or something like that. And then you just find your way into the pole. Of course, this isn't going to be easy now that I'm recording it. You just insert your stand into the pole and voila. Now you've got her on a stand, and you can rotate her around, and you can hang things from her and check hymns and all of that kind of stuff. If you have a regular dress form stand, so anything with a pole is going to allow you to get this on a stand. So even if you wanted to like hack something, make it yourself, you could do that, so long as it just has like a center rod and of course something to keep it balanced. You'll have her on a stand. It does come with like hook hardware so that you can hook it onto like an IV pole, or you could also do like, I have an over the door, it's kind of like a rack really, so it sets out from the door probably about 8 inches. You just need enough room for like your bum and stuff. You could also use that hook to hang it from there and have it hanging that way. You wouldn't be able to like spin it around and do a 360 that way, but it would be like off the table, off the floor. So you could do some hanging type of work with it. Okay. The second question I got a bunch is, well, what happens if you gain or lose weight? And I get that. I totally get that. I am someone whose weight fluctuates a lot. I think the closest I've been to getting it to stabilize. So that was a big deciding factor for me, is that my doctors and I really feel like we might have this under control after this last little thing that I went through. But if your weight fluctuates, yes, you can adjust it down. You would have to remove the cover. Then you would have to kind of like shave it down yourself. I mean, the foam is shaveable. So you could, that's basically what they've done to get it into this shape, is they have, had it molded based on the 3D, and then they finesse it a little bit by shaving down little parts just to smooth things out. So you could essentially smooth things out. You could also pad it out. Again, remove the lining, put some more padding around if you wanted. But it's not going to be one of those things that you're going to be able to like shave 20 pounds off or add 20 pounds on. If you're really worried about weight and you still want something like this, I would consider like things like your bone structure. So I would consider things like your shoulder is almost always going to remain the same. When you gain or lose weight, like your shoulders don't really move. Your shoulder bones are in the same place. So getting accurate fitting starting from your shoulders is really one of the more important things. So you will always have this to kind of hang from, and your shoulder blades are kind of always going to be, in the same general area. Again, I get that as an objection, and I certainly considered that before I got mine, but I just thought that having kind of the bones and the general idea of it was going to be 1,000 times better than even the adjustable form that I have, this is going to be, even if I did gain a bunch of weight or lose a bunch of weight, this is still going to be closer to me than that thing would ever be. So that's why I went for it. The third question is, what about, like, how do I get scanned? Like, how does this work? So I got mine done at Sew Expo. She basically set up a suite at a nearby hotel. It was like walking distance from the conference, and just had a revolving door of people going in and getting scans done. So of course, that was before Corona and the pandemic and everything else. So when everything shut down, she obviously stopped traveling. She couldn't go to these shows anymore. And so her whole kind of business model of how to get the scans done has kind of been put on hold, kind of like pretty much frozen. So she's in the Detroit area. So if you can travel to Detroit, that's a good way to get a scan. But she's also considering remote scanning. So there are locations, like I looked up in Charlotte, and there's 4 locations in the Charlotte area that have the same 3D scanner or similar 3D scanner that she used. So I think she's toying around with the idea of sending you to a place like that, getting scanned. Maybe she's on a cell phone or FaceTiming or something like that, just to make sure the scan is being done as she needs to have it done. So trying to think outside the box a little bit. If you are seriously considering getting one, and the only thing kind of holding you back is like, where will I get scanned, I would reach out to her. You know, another example would be if there were a bunch of people in one area, and by a bunch I mean like half a dozen, 10, you know, that might make it worth it for her to travel now that, you know, some of the states are starting to open up again. She might be able to travel, set up her scanner if, like, you know, a bunch of people in Dallas reached out, or, you know, wherever. So reach out to her. It's not like your only option is to go to Detroit. There are a couple of different options. So reach out, work with her. Her name is Carol. She's super, super nice, very, very passionate about what she does, and I know will bend over backwards to make this work. Because she loves what she does so much. She's been working for the company for years and years. She was like their molder person, their shaver downer person, and then she ended up buying the company, and now she runs it all by herself. So she's very, very invested in the company, and, you know, very proud of the work she does. So I know if you're interested and the scanning is the only thing holding you back, she would definitely work with you on that. So those were the three big questions I got about the Ditto Form. Again, I have a ton more videos coming your way about how I'm going to use this. I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison of this and the adjustable dress form, just so you can see some of the main differences and ultimately why I feel like the adjustable form just isn't good enough, and why I need something like this that's closer to my body, even if I gain or lose weight and it's not down to the millimeter exactly my body forever. So hopefully that helps. If you have any more questions, please leave them in the description box. In the comment section. I also have a link to Ditto Form's website where there's a lot more information about it. Also where you can contact Carol. So check the description box for that kind of information. But there you have it. Like my FAQ on Ditto Form. Oh, and I should also tell you guys, I decided on a name. I got lots of really great, cute suggestions, a lot of Betty's, which I thought was funny. But okay, so my initials are LNJ, and if you guys have seen my garment labels, you know that I've written out L, E-L-L-E, and J, J-A-Y. So I have this whole kind of like phonetic spelling of letters things happening. So I thought I would take my first initial and my middle initial and name her Ellen. Ellen. Get it? Do y'all like that? Someone got very, very close to this suggestion, which is sort of what made me think of it. One person suggested some variation on the LJ. Another person suggested something in the Ellen family. And I was like, LNJ, Ellen J. And I'm LJ, Ellen J. So that's what she's gonna be. She's gonna be Ellen. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Leave your questions in the comment section below, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.